All right, everybody, welcome back to Bourbon Flights OKC. Eric is always with my co-host Jason. This is the final episode of Season 3, Episode 20.
Take two.
And take two. Somebody forgot to charge the camera last week. Not a big deal. And this is Angel's Envy Showdown. This is the Angel's Envy Triple Oak versus the Bottled and Bond review. We're going to see which is better. I think I already have an idea, having tried these. And we'll see if the Triple Oak is worth the hype that it's getting. I was just on a TikTok live moments ago with some guys, and they were talking about how they can't find it.
Oh, which one? The Triple Oak?
The Triple Oak, yeah.
Yeah.
Triple Oak. I found that at a Total Wine in Texas when I was down there recently.
Okay.
I went to Specs as well. I was unimpressed with Specs.
I had a good experience in Specs in Tomball, Texas, outside of Houston.
I mean, they have a lot of stuff, but like there was nothing
crazy. Yeah, nothing
crazy.
like, wow, I can't. Yeah,
you know, like I found this at a Total Wine, the E.H. Taylor Small Batch for like $45 at a Total Wine,
which is about right.
Which is what it should be, right? But like, so I feel like Total Wine actually has like unique and interesting stuff that people hunt or people are looking for, where I didn't really see that at all in Specs.
Oh yeah, okay.
But
I haven't been in a Total Wine in 15 years. So.
Well, there's one in Morton. Aren't we supposed to be getting one in Edmond here?
I think it might be up on Memorial. So. I think they're going to do it.
That would be nice. That place will be overrun with bourbon drinkers.
Yeah, I'm still kind of partial to our local guys myself.
Oh, absolutely, for sure. But I mean, we also have a lot of local people that want to charge secondary prices for sought-after bottles. So, yeah, I mean, I'm all about supporting local businesses, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, I'm not going to overpay for something that I can get somewhere else for half the price. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, how many times have you seen small batch for over $100?
Way too many.
Yeah, and I bought it for $45.99. You know what I mean? So. But anyway, I digress. So let's get into the tasting and the reviewing. Jason, if you want to pour up, we're going to start with the Triple Oak. It's 92, and the Bottle and Bond is
100.
That's right. Jason recently got his Associate Bourbon Steward certification, so we're going to be testing him throughout the show on his bourbon knowledge. Angel's Envy Triple Oak. This is a in-depth review from our friends over at BreakingBourbon.com. This is a straight bourbon finished in a blend of Hungarian, Chinkapin, and French oak barrels. A Chinkapin tree. I think we looked it up last time when we tried to record last time.
What is this?
So a Chinkapin oak
live something
is a deciduous. It's not deciduous is a type of tree though, isn't it?
No, it's a deciduous, and you have conifers.
Yeah, aren't conifers
They're the needles. Trees?
Damn it, you're right. Such an idiot.
They're delicious.
Anyway, they're oaks native
quick?
to the Midwest. I'm sure they've restricted our things again.
Oh.
They like to do that for some reason.
Does that mean we're not live anymore?
No, it's still live.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Let's see. So, going to live really quick. Elliot says that they have Triple Oak at Spirits of 66 in Claremore, Oklahoma. So
there we go.
Go up there and grab yourself a bottle. And
while you're there, grab some of his barrel picks. We do, and Elliot, if you're watching, I do have the Buffalo Trace barrel pick. We will be reviewing that tonight.
Yeah, at some point. And then someone said, thoughts on Knob Creek Small Batch 100 Proof 9 versus 12 years. I don't know if we've had that. We just had the Select 9-year from that gentleman right there. Spirits of 66 in Claremont, Oklahoma. And that is the best Knob Creek I've ever had.
I agree.
Hands down. But getting back on track... the Triple Oak is from Bacardi Limited, which we also found interesting on the previous time we tried to record this. And it's distilled from sourced from undisclosed Kentucky distilleries. The release is ongoing. The proof is 92. The age is NAS, which is at least 4 years, according to the bottle's neck tag. And the mash bill is undisclosed. MSRP is $75, and that's about what I paid for it.
Yeah.
Probably paid $75 or $80 for that bottle. Again, at Total Wine in Texas. Tejas. Oh. So we've had French oak stuff, which we haven't really liked. We had that Maker's Mark French oak, which we were not fans of. We have never had Chinkapin.
No.
First one I've heard of that. But we haven't had Hungarian finished wood, but we had Hungarian ice wine, which that would lead me to believe that they are aging their ice wine in
or the
Hungarian oak.
The bourbon and Hungarian oak, yeah.
Well, probably, but I mean the wine too.
Yeah.
Right? They use oak barrels for wine. So
I guess it can't be bourbon if they're finishing. Well, I guess I'd have to say they're finished it. Yeah, anyway.
That's your thinking look. Oh, yeah. Excuse me, I have my previous pour here.
Yeah.
All right. Angel's Envy, triple oak.
This is real light on the nose.
Super light, and for the amount of oak, like it's not overpowering for being a triple oak, which is nice.
Which is unusual too, because you get double oak that tastes like
the
you're chewing
Woodford
on the
double
tree.
Oak. Blah,
chewing on the tree.
I know, it's like chewing bark. It's rough.
I mean, that is light.
Yeah, I mean it's only 92 proof, right? So it's 46% alcohol. But I mean, for something that you would think by the fact that it's a triple oak would like punch you in the face with oak. I mean, it's heavily oaked, but not like.
It almost seems like the leather comes through a little more than the oak.
For sure. Yeah, it's really not bad.
White pepper on there.
But yeah, some dark fruits perhaps.
I don't really get any dark fruits. It's not really a fruity tasting one, which is good. You know, it's nice to have one that's not overpowering sweet, but yet not bitter. This is nice.
So when I first opened this bottle, I remember it being a lot like thicker and leatherier. If that's a word. More leathery. If that's a word. So it's definitely changed a little bit. I know it's oxidized. So on the nose, we're talking aged oak, toasted oak, brown sugar. Fair.
Yeah.
Dry leather, pipe tobacco. On the palate, dry oak, spicy oak, seasoned oak. Again, a lot of oak. But again, it's not overpowering.
Yeah, it's not like
it's
some
a
of these,
good triple oak.
Yeah, I would agree.
Caramel, vanilla, dark fruits, baking spices, and cinnamon. I don't get a lot of cinnamon.
I don't get cinnamon at all.
Which is one thing that really stands out to me
in
drinking bourbon.
Like the anise stands out for me. I don't get cinnamon. I'm more white pepper, but it's a real light. It's amazing how smooth that goes across the tongue, and it leaves you with just a little bit of taste of everything for a little while, but not too long, not gone in a flash.
Yeah.
I
don't know if I'm a huge fan of the finish, to be honest with you.
And
it's drying for sure.
See, and I don't even think it was that drying. For me, it's not anyway. I thought that was just nice and light.
Yeah. I mean, it's light for sure.
Yeah. And what's the proof on that one?
92.
92? Okay.
So on the finish, baking spices, leather, and oak. Dark fruits, light roasted coffee. Definitely don't get that at all. And tobacco. I could get the tobacco for
I was going to
sure.
say the tobacco on the end.
It's almost like I just smoked a light cigar.
Yeah.
Like a little while ago, you know?
Yep. It's that aftertaste on the sides.
I love cigars. I hate waking up the next morning. I don't care how many times I try to brush my teeth. Like, I'll brush my teeth 4 or 5 times before I go to bed. You wake up in the morning and it's like, oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Pretty rough.
For 93 proof, it drinks closer to 80 for me.
It's 92 proof?
92.
I thought you were an associate bourbon steward.
I was getting that one leg up there.
That's right.
Are you sure it's not like a 0.6 and I'm just rounding?
I don't know.
I didn't see it.
Next, we'll move on to the Angel's Envy Bottled in Bond, which is a straight bourbon from Bacardi Limited. This is distilled at the Louisville Distilling Company. This was released firstly in June of 2024. The proof is 100 because it's bottle and bond, and the age is NAS. The company website states it's almost 6 years. The mash bill is undisclosed, and MSRP is 96. I definitely paid less. Sorry, so this is SRP was 96. I paid less than that. I paid the same for both of those bottles. So what did I say earlier? Like 75, 80 bucks, something like that. Yeah.
Really? So. This one, I mean, I get almost nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's wild. You get really just...
You know, you really got to get the schnoz in there.
Right? It's so light.
It's very light. Which is crazy because Well, I wonder. So, right, this is eight higher proof than the triple oak, but the triple oak is like triple oaked, which is a very strong smell.
Yeah, so you're gonna get
Where
more
right,
flavors
this
in there, more
like
tannins.
obviously is aged in a new American oak barrel, but like it's very, very light.
That's strange. I don't think we've ever hit one that light before on the nose. But
yeah, I mean the big three are there, right? Like oak, caramel, vanilla, but
but you really got to get in there to smell it.
Gotta snort the bourbon. Get me a straw.
I get more oak on this one than the other one. And I'm not.
I would say they're similar. I still think I get more on the triple oak than I do on the bottle and bond. Yeah, there's not. I don't know. There's not a lot going on there for me.
Yeah, and my problem is it ends bitter. The finish on it is bitter for me. After everything's gone and evaporated, get a little pepper on the back of the tongue, and then it's just kind of bitter.
Definitely pepper. Definitely like the caramel oak vanilla, some cinnamon, maybe like a little baking spice. I don't know. I mean, it's good. It's not bad. I think the triple oak's way better.
I agree. Way better. I mean, it's not horrible, but I definitely taste the oak tannins more on this one. Less leather, more oak.
I would agree with that. This one is more tanniny. I'm making up words over here. Tanniny, but I feel like the oak is definitely more pronounced in the triple oak. It just doesn't have as strong tannins as the.
This one's more like chewing on the paper stack.
Yeah. So on the nose for this, caramel, creamy vanilla, oak, toasted marshmallow, faint marzipan. What the hell is marzipan?
Marzipan.
And nougat. What is marzipan?
Didn't we have to look this up before? Marzipan came up before.
It's a sweet confection made from ground almonds, sugar, and sometimes almond oil or extract, forming a pliable paste that can be molded into shape like fruits. Oh, it's these little things. Where they make like those little tiny fruits that are like, oh, cute. It's like a little tiny apple, and it doesn't taste anything like apple.
So you're just disappointed.
Yeah, you're like, oh, this sucks. On the palate, basically as described, vanilla, oak, the white peppercorn, cinnamon stick, light brown sugar, rye spice, and then on the finish, light dry oak, leather, faint vanilla, rye spice. Very short finish. I don't know if I agree with short.
I don't agree with short.
I don't agree with short.
This is a little longer on it, and I would say heavy oak, light leather.
Yeah,
on this one,
I would agree with that for sure.
Definitely like the triple oak better.
So interesting. This was Angel Envy's first unfinished whiskey that was also distilled in-house.
Interesting.
So I mean, that just means everything that was unfinished was distilled elsewhere. Because obviously, it's not the first unfinished thing that they've done, but they do a lot of finished stuff, right? Like they have the finished rye. I'm trying to think. I know there's another finished bottle that they do, but I mean the triple oak, that's not finished in that. That's aged in that, right? The bottled and bond isn't finished. The regular straight bourbon that they have isn't finished. So it's interesting that this is the first one that they actually did at the Louisville Distilling Company, which is where Angel's Envy is. All right, let's do ratings on these. Angel's Envy Triple Oak out of 10, Jason.
I will say 6.8.
I'm a little higher. I'm like a 7. I'm going to go 7.1.
Okay.
Angel's Envy Bottled and Bond.
6.
Yeah, I'm a 6.2.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not worth $80 in my opinion.
I agree.
I would buy this again for $80.
I would buy that.
I would not buy this again for $80.
No, this would be better price, about $50.
I was just gonna say $50. I'd buy that all day long. I don't think I'd pay more than 80 for that.
No, it's about top end for that.
Yeah,
but
$75, $80 is a perfect price point for that.
Just curious, Elliot, what do you charge for that?
That's right. What do you got the price on it, Elliot?
Elliot's owner of Spirits of 66 in Claremore, Oklahoma. He's got a great palate. Got some good barrel picks up there.
I don't know if Zach is still here, but he said, "What's your thoughts on Bullet? Just poured a glass."
Which one?
And randomly came across this. Generally speaking, I don't like Bullet other than making them in cocktails.
Yeah, the 10 years good. But
What's the bad one that we had?
That was the rye.
No,
it was the single malt.
The single malt.
The barrel single malt is
God.
absolutely
That was
awful.
Really bad. Let me reply to this.
Oh. Elliot said, "We're not the owners yet." Not yet. Okay. Well, he's working on it.
Anyway.
He's still running the show.
That's right.
He'll take care of you. Go up there.
Yeah. All right. So this is the end of season 3. Do we want to give people a preview of what's to come in season 4? Okay. So I know we promised a lot more interesting things would happen in season 3, but with my work schedule and stuff, a lot of that didn't happen.
And I had a bunch
Vacations,
of
surgeries, health things, work.
Yeah.
But I will sit here and promise you that season 4 is going to be much bigger, much better, more on location. We've got a bunch of bars that we're going to be doing podcasts in. We're going to be creating custom bourbon flights for those bars in and around the Oklahoma City area. Be happy to do them in Tulsa too if we get invited. We're going to. I would love to do like a dinner, like a curated dinner that we do at one of our favorite restaurants. I mean, to be determined. Going to be doing a ton of stuff with liquor store owners. Maybe not in the liquor stores, but definitely. Like Jance from the Wine Barrel, we're going to be doing a bunch of stuff with him and his barrel picks. We'd love to do some more with Spirits of 66 up in Claremore. But having said all that, Jason, do you have like a particular thing that you remember from season 3 that you enjoyed very much doing or enjoyed a particular bottle?
I still think we got a sleeper bottle. You were talking to him earlier. Our friend, what is it? Wolf's Den. Wolf's Den's Lodge. He sent us a bottle that was from local there, and it's called Meriwether Cask Strength.
Yeah, and by Lewis County.
Yeah, and as you can see, it has been a favorite bottle. I've got quite a few bourbon bottles, and people like to grab that one and go back to it. That is wonderful.
Oh, my God. Sorry, I was just trying to pull up.
But
I really enjoyed going up to Bad Brad's Barbecue.
Yeah.
And hanging out with Vern and eating his delicious cracklins and trying. I mean, dude, like, so if you're interested in going back and watching season 3, episode 5, part 1 and 2, we went up to Bad Brad's up in Stillwater. We hung out with Vern, who's the owner, who's got he has his own little bourbon collection in the store, let alone his personal stuff. I probably had to cut out like 2 hours of footage. Yeah. I mean, we just stayed there like all day. And they kept bringing out bottles. So if you're in Stillwater and you want really good barbecue and you want really good bourbon, definitely check out Bad Brad's. It's right next to the Barry Sanders Auto Mall.
Yeah, I believe so. That's right.
Okay.
It's right off the main road.
I almost said Deion Sanders, and I knew that wasn't right, and I do that every time because I'm not from Oklahoma. But yeah, I enjoyed that very much. I'm just looking through like the different bottles that we had. The Ben Holiday stuff was awesome. We need to go do an episode up there at Ben Holiday.
Yep.
Ben Holiday, please get in touch with us. We want to come film an episode at your cave.
I'm so mad. I'm so pissed that I lived 30 minutes from that place when I was in Kansas City and had no idea because I wasn't drinking bourbon back then.
Yeah.
And now I can just kick myself.
It'd be so cool to do an episode in the cave.
Yeah.
I think that would be really, really neat.
Yeah.
But Jason, any final thoughts, comments, concerns, criticism? Actually, what are you looking forward to most in season 4? I should ask you that question.
Just getting out, doing some other things, mixing up the content so it's not just long videos, some short stuff that we're doing.
Yeah.
And I personally, I'm excited about all the barrel picks, doing all that stuff because it's so hard. It's impossible to hit every freaking liquor store every week, just trying to find out what if somebody got a barrel pick in or something. And at least this way, we can kind of help guide people to where, hey, these barrel picks are here, these barrel picks are here.
Yeah, I mean, you've definitely done a really good job of like creating a foundation for us to have all these different liquor store owners and liquor stores that we can kind of go, not even like hunt at, but like interact with and like. We know where stuff is for the most part, and we've got a really good community around us too, as far as
pretty supportive.
A bunch of Oklahoma bourbon guys that we're really good friends with now, and being able to like meet and hang out with those people and like not only learn more about this hobby, but also learn about like, what's being sought after, who has this palate, who has that palate, who's got good barrel picks and stuff like that. That's been good.
Yeah.
So kudos on you for making those relationships, for spending all of your diesel and driving around like a madman in Oklahoma City.
Right.
But anything else, my friend?
I got nothing.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us on this bourbon journey through Oklahoma City. Remember, there is a world of bourbon out there waiting to be explored one sip at a time. Until next time, keep your glasses full and your spirits high.
Cheers.
Cheers.